Hey, what is up guys? Got a pretty awesome replay for you guys today. It's going to be a Sophia, Cosmic, or Yang Zing Dragon deck. It's going to be facing off against Boojins, and this deck is just crazy. The amount of things that you can do in the new Cosmic Dragon deck, as long as there's no mid-rash out on board or something like an Sophia, you can do a lot of crazy stuff in this deck. Basically, it's a deck that revolves around Synchro. You can technically XYZ in it, but it's not really meant to do it. But what it does is whenever the monsters are destroyed by battle or by card effect, they will be able to get another copy of another Cosmic or Yang Zing Dragon. And there's also this card over here where once per turn if a monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special another one. This is a continuous one too, and you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except for Synchro monsters is this card's effect, but it'll go away relatively soon. But being able to actually go for this card right here, which allows them to actually bounce back cards, is very, very nice. And with that ability, you can just bounce back the other cards, so that's really good in that aspect. So you can not be able to only go for things out of the Synchro section of your extra deck, but he's going to be able to bounce back that card. It was a Royal Decree anyway, so it didn't really matter. But this is basically where the combo starts. Level Eater is so crazy in this deck because, well, I mean, any deck that you're trying to like make it obscure things, Level Eater helps out a ton. And this card over here, which you might be wondering how the heck did he get this out, because I don't think I've really played the Cosmic Dragons myself. I will be playing them in the future. But anyways, you can only use the effect of him once per turn when this card you control is destroyed by battle. You can special summon another Yang Zing or Cosmic Dragon, whatever you prefer the name. But when a Yang Zing monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent to the graveyard while this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard, and if you summon this way, you get to banish that card when it leaves the field. So that is that card's effect. But being able to Level Eater keeps on getting him, other cards just to get the extra draw ability. And this is really where the consistency makes it so much better. Because Levolval Chain has the effect that you can choose one monster card and place it to the top of your deck, that's going to make it really easy for him to just go ahead and make a formula. And now that formula is going to be at 2, maybe this will be even easier to pull off. But Nodin will be able to actually go ahead and special summon another level 4 monster from there. He can just go ahead and make a Quasar, which at this point it's pretty much game over, and I can't believe he actually pulls off a Relinquished. He like has a Moki there. That is just hard of the cards right there, not drawing Moki. But then this card also technically has draw power, not that he really needed it over here, but I mean, still being able to Level Eater once again is quite nice, and he's going to be able to go ahead and attack. And I don't know why he doesn't attack twice with Quasar, but I guess he just wanted to pull it off because he can. If you guys don't know what this card is, because this card is actually pretty difficult to pull off. Well, I mean, with Soul Charge, anything is possible now, but its effect is kind of, it's good, but, it doesn't make it so your opponent instantly loses. Like, Quasar is basically like your opponent instantly loses, but, well, as long as, they happen to not have multiple answers to Quasar. But, anyways, it can't be normal summon or set. It must be special summoned from the hand by banishing one face-up Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, and XYZ monster from either side of the field. So that is kind of technically good. You can always use one of your opponent's things. This card's special summon cannot be negated. Once this card is special summoned, banish all cards in both players' hands, both sides of the field, and both players' graveyard, except this card. Card and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation of this card's effect. So basically, once it comes out, it's getting its effect, and basically it forces your opponent to top deck against a 3600 beater. But that's all it really does. He top decks Maxi, which unfortunately can't really stop him. But if he actually happened to top deck Yamato, that would technically be a 36 if he happened to have a crane, and he gets a 10 key. He's going to go ahead and search that Yamato. But I figured maybe he ran out of cranes, perhaps. That was the only logic that I could come to a conclusion of. I think he already, let's see, how many did we get banished? Okay, we got 2 banished. So I think some players, he's got hair over here. Some players opt to not play triple of the crane, but yeah, that's it for the duel. So that was a really cool deck, and I'm sure some of you guys want to check out the deck profile for it, but I can't actually go ahead and check out the deck profile, there's no deck list for it, but I can go in here and kind of basically give you guys the rundown of what he runs in the deck. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so this is what he runs in his extra deck. He's got double Nodin, he's got a Quasar, Leo, Hot Red Dragon. It should be jeweled, but anyways, I just like that name better. He's running triple of the Baxia or Kung Fu. I can't really read that. Text is really small in the resolution, but yeah, this is pretty much what he runs in the extra deck. And for the main deck, that one Moki was so conditional. He runs 1 advanced retro art, so I guess he kind of got lucky with that over there, and the chances of getting that are pretty slim, and he's only running 1 Moki. But the thing is, I mean, there's no other ritual. That is Well, that is pretty difficult to do unless you're trying to, like, I don't know if he has some combo to actually get it back from the grave. Maybe he can somehow send it to the grave and perhaps get it back. I don't know, but he only runs one copy of Relinquished also, so that is definitely a heart of the cards over there. But nonetheless, he pulled off Sophia Goddess. And how many Sophias is he running actually? He only plays one. Man, he actually kind of hearted the cards to him pretty hard. But you can see he was still able to pull off Quasar. He didn't actually have to go for it. He could have made a game, but he wanted to go for them style points and bust out Sophia the Creator, because I'm sure a bunch of you guys have a bunch of this copies of this card because it was like $1 or $2, because it's very, very mediocre for, you know, what you actually require to get out. Because if you happen to have a Ritual Fusion Synchro and XYZ on the field, you should be technically winning, although, you know, I know Soul Charge is back in the game. Maybe this card could see some more play with Soul Charge. The only thing that's difficult to get out is probably the Ritual. I know Gishkis can pull off Rituals pretty easy, but for obscure decks to just pull off a Ritual, it's not going to be too common to see Rituals see some play. But anyways, nonetheless, very cool to do. So thanks a lot. I think it was Laharl for sending in this duel. That was amazing. But if you guys have any more sick replays, link down below in the description box if you guys want to watch how to actually send me replays. But that is pretty cool. I love to see some Boojins lose because I love non-linear decks, and this deck is definitely, well, this deck is technically kind of made towards a synchro deck, but there's a lot more combos that you can do, especially when you can bounce back this card with this card over here, the Cosmic, the Boxia Brightness of the Yang Zing. So that card's actually pretty good. It's once per turn you can target one card you control and one level 4 or lower monster you control, or monster in your graveyard. Destroy the first target, and if you do, special summon the second target from the graveyard. So definitely awesome to abuse with the light one. Yeah, there's a light one, I forgot his name. I mean, you could go back and really watch how the combos pulled up, but the Chewin, which is actually really good. And this is actually, I think the worms are going to be a new one. I don't think we have worms, or the Genryu. I don't know what they're going to be called. But anyways, that was pretty sick duel. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes out.